Hello everyone. So on today, I would like to share with you the progress that was made in the garden. So stick around so I can show you the updated things and the things we're still working on. All right, so this is what's left of the first set of plants that I still need to plant. It's a bit windy out here, but so far we got most of these into the designated spot. I have not transplanted any of the snap peas yet. I'm going to do those last, but so far made a lot of progress. This is the second table that we've done. So let me take you on down, show you the little bit of progress that I did have a chance to do. I'm going to start off with what was supposed to have been my herb table, but it's definitely going to be the sweet potato table in the summer season. So I'm going to start off right here with the walkway here. So I did get a chance to fill those bags up. My granddaughters had a chance to come out and fill this up a little bit. So what we have here is our pansies. I just did one per spot. So these bags are a 3 by 1 by 1. So 3 feet by 1 foot depth by 1 foot width. So I know I could put more pansies in there, but I just want them to kind of grow that way. Same thing here with these snapdragons. Snapdragons I would recommend, for me, just putting one per cubic square foot. So these are all snapdragons here, and then I do have another snapdragon that I gotta put here. It's actually up there on that table, so I'm gonna put that in today. I'm gonna have one of my granddaughters come. Can you please grab this glove? And we're gonna put them under the cabana because they're once we plant, I don't want them to break any of the plants. These here are gonna be pansies, or they're gonna be my alyssum. I haven't decided just yet. So over here, I did not get a chance to move any of these just yet. So I am gonna move these. They're gonna go on the side of the, on the north side here. I'm just gonna go ahead and add some more mulch over here first. And then we're gonna mulch all of this, and then I'm gonna move these pots. These pots are gonna go along that side over there. So this I haven't gotten to yet. This area I haven't gotten to yet. Okay, they did come out here and pick up a lot of some of the debris that was out here, but we did not get a chance to move these just yet. My pepper table, the weather was supposed to be in the 70s today. It is quite chilly, so I did not make it to get a chance to amend all of my pots for my pepper table, because this is where a lot of the brassicas and things will still be going over here. I still have a lot more in my seed room that's going to come out here, as well as the bucket table. Again, it got entirely too cold today for me to do any work, the initial work that I had planned. So this will have to hold off until the next warm day. But it's quite windy out here. But I did get a chance to fill this herb table, which is going to be my sweet potato table in the summer. So I did get half of it planted today with just this entire bed would just be lettuces. So I did get a chance to do that. Excited about that. I have a lot more lettuces that I could put in there. I don't know if you can see this wind. It is blowing garbage cans over. It is extremely windy today, so I did have to cut short a lot of what I'm doing today because of the wind. So, but this is where we decided that the chickens will be. So that area over there by that light pole, it does flood when it rains, and so obviously we don't want the chickens in that weather. So this is what the chickens will be. This is what we ultimately decided on. So my carpenter, the one you've met, Mr. Ernest Legs, he is still in the process of building that coop. So I can't wait to update you guys on that. And then therefore the chickens. So this is where we will permanently leave it. I will put a few planter boxes out this way, just to grow a few little things. Because my driveway narrows, I won't put anything here. The entrance will be here. This chicken wire will not be here. We'll have hardwood cloth on there. And of course, we're going to plant out some things on that side as well. So I'm excited about this. Can't wait for this project to get into full swing. So later this season, or perhaps the summer season, we will have some more updates for that for you guys. And then the pond, we did not get a chance to move the netting off the pond just yet. Again, it got a little too cold, so we're going to wait and put this project on hold. This here is our apple tree that we got from Fast Growing Trees. I'm excited to show you guys this and put it in the ground when it's time. Some of the apples that's going to be on this one. This is a 4-in-1. We have the, I want to call it the Chehal's apple, or the Chehalis apple. This here is the, I want to call this the Acane apple. So I had no clue what was coming, so I just let them put whatever. Then, of course, the Spartan apple. This I'm definitely very familiar with. And, of course, the Honeycrisp. So we're excited to have this 4-in-1 apple from Fast Growing Trees. So we're going to get this planted. Right now it's sitting outside getting acclimated, looking at the little buds that are on it. Excited for that. But we're going to go ahead and get this planted. It did come a little broken right here, but I'm not worried about that at all. We're going to get that fixed up. And I'll definitely come in and do a separate video with that as we put this in the ground. Green stalks. I did get a chance to amend all of my green stalk beds, but I have not planted in them. So these remain. The only things that are planted in these are just some of the tops of some of the ones that I know I want there. This one here, I stopped. I'm going to add my little blend to this one, but everything else has been amended over here. So that's going to be done probably this weekend, because I have a lot of work going on, so I might not get a chance to do them, but they are completely all amended. Now, I did finally finish the snow. I did finish the snow green stalk, but I did have to move my chocolate brown. The chocolate brown was originally there, and I came out here on a really sunny day and realized that though it got a lot of sun, it was more shaded for most of the day, and the little bit of sun that it did get was not adequate enough to grow pretty much anything proportionally. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it here in this little row right here. So I did order my spinners for that one, for that blueberry, and this one. So this will absolutely be on a spinner, but this is where they'll stay. The peppercorn there, I'm not liking the amount of sun it gets right there either. It's a little bit more than the chocolate brown gap, but I might be moving that one here. But they're all completely amended. These two, the terracotta and the chocolate brown, will have my, they already are planted out, will have my onions. As you can see, they're all planted in. I just got to water them back in. It's just a little too cold. That got done today. And then this snow will have my strawberries. I did not order the lid because I can't find it, so I'm just going to wait until they bring it back, because trying to order a different color lid will mess with my OCD. That will not happen. So these are already been taken care of. This is a mess out here from the stuff that I did yesterday. I'm going to have my grandbabies put these back in this little container and take these back on my table out there, because the wind is just knocking them completely over. Then over here in this area, I did get a chance, as you saw the last time, to plant this out. So these are still holding up despite the weather we've been having. It's been really crazy, but this bed has been holding out really well. He has not had a chance to finish the bed that will go here, but in due time. And so I'm going to take you to the main garden really quickly. The greenhouse itself has not had much change. I do want to point out, though, the wind is so strong that it has blown my solar panels flat. Like they were at an angle to catch the sun, but oh gosh, it's just super windy today. This 4x4 here, these did get completely planted out. So the only spot there, I pulled that plant because I did not like the way it was looking. So that one is now in the greenhouse. I will replace the plant that was there. But what we have here, I'm going to replace that with a bok choy, by the way. This plant right here is flowering. And I'm most likely going to pull that up and just compost it, because once it starts flowering, to me, it's not going to be the best, not going to give me the best outcome. So this here was supposed to be the Michihili cabbage, and I'm not liking the way it looks. So I'm probably going to pull that and put in another bok choy in its place. And then right next to that glory cabbage, the glory of, I want to believe it's called Ikwazan. That's a cabbage. I'm probably going to place another cabbage there, or perhaps will place some endives there. And then that's some rainbow Swiss chard. That is some premier kale there. Again, bok choy, mizuna. And this here is some wasabi mustards. And then back along in those two corners, that is zucchini savoy cabbage. And then that is burgundy broccoli and snowball cauliflower. I did not get a chance to finish my herb pots there. Again, it's a little too cold, and that and my bucket table was on the list to do today, but because it got a little too cold, I did not get a chance to get to those. And then I decided I'm going to line these up with some of these little planters I got from Dollar Tree, just to put some plants here, flowers here. I just like the look of having this here along that side with no wasted space. This was just something that I just recently decided to do as of today. So I will get that planted out in no time. Over here, this is new. So I decided that I wanted to put this here for 3 reasons. One, I wanted to grow in this space, but I wanted to make it have another use. So in other words, right here, I filled this area up with mulch to, one, keep the insulation in, so cool air in when I need it and heat in when I need it, but as well as to keep the pests out. You know, a lot of people have rodents that run in and out of the greenhouse. I have not experienced it in the greenhouse, but I have experienced it in the garden. So it's just a matter of time before they make their way in my greenhouse. So if I can find a way to prevent them from having any openings underneath the greenhouse, that's going to be crucial to me. So along this side was perfect to put the plants here as well. Along that side over there, which we'll go over to at one point in this video, I'll show you that I'm probably gonna have to put some sandbags or something over there, because it does not get it's completely shaded over there, and the only thing that I can probably get to grow in that area is just spinach. So not sure if it's worth the trouble to do all of that, not sure, but we'll see. And then right here along my walkway, this is where my peas normally go. That's where the sugar snaps will be. I just haven't had a chance to put them there yet, but that's exactly where there will be once I get a chance to finish some of that area over there. This here has been planted out, and what's in this bed, and the wind has broke this leaf. Look at that. Oh well, we'll take it in. Wind is strong. What we have is curly mustards, turnips, Pablo crisp head lettuce with a butter crunch lettuce in the center, and premier kale. So that's what this bed will have in it. Again, my first time growing in this spot here, so I just planted this out, just added this year, and then just filled this up. So this is completely new here. I did get a chance to fill this garden bed up. So this one will be planted in for the summer. It will not be planted in for the spring, but this will definitely be planted out for the summer. So we're still adding more nutrients. At the bottom is compost with a little bit of grass clippings, wood, just a bunch of compost, and then of course a couple pieces of like cardboard, eggshells, egg cartons, things of that nature, and then my raised bed mix along with my soil blend. I'm gonna add a couple more blends of soil. I just want to turn that and then add some more soil to it, and it'll be ready. Okay, out here in this space, I don't know if I did a full video with the 4 new beds that have been added. These 3 were always here, but I did add the kind of circular square beds there. These are 2 by 2, so 2 by 2 by 2s. I did add these this year, and what's in this is just mustard greens, crimson tide mustard, wasabi mustards, and slick mustards, along with a poplar crisp head lettuce in the center. And those are just alternative greens with a butter crunch lettuce in the center. And then over here, these are just a 2 by 2 by 1s. These are all purple mustards, Florida broadleaf mustards with a butter crunch lettuce in the center. And then over here, we have our purple top turnips with the butter crunch lettuce in the center. And then along this one here, we have our all seasons cabbage, Romanesco broccoli. That there is snowball cauliflower. This Seco broccoli, purple cauliflower. This here is Sun King broccoli, and then our Brussels. And then in here, this is now all completely planted out. This here has our all seasons cabbage on both ends, our purple cauliflower here, purple kohlrabi, standard kohlrabi with a little bit of chamomile right there. And then over here some bok choy. And then this is broccoli rabe. This is Chinese broccoli with a poplar crisp head there. And then that's a butter crunch, kind of hidden behind over there. I don't know if you can see it. Little small lettuce there. So this has been completely planted out. I didn't want to make this too full. I'll just leave that as is. I have plenty of space. And these, as you saw on the video with me, that I planted these out with my broccolis here, my cabbages on both ends, and then broccolis here, lettuces on both ends. And there's 3 lettuce here, 2 lettuce there, and there was supposed to be spinach in the middle, but only 1 survived. The spinach survived the center here, so I'm gonna probably add some more spinach over here. This I have not planted out just yet. I don't know if I'm gonna get to planting this out this season. We will see. I got to take some tape off of here and a couple other things, but I'll see. I haven't decided if I'm gonna plant this out this season or not. And then out here is what I call my choy soy row with my winter choy, my purple tatsoi, green tatsoi. It's a green tatsoi up there on that table up there. I got to bring it out and put it out here. Purple lady bok choy, some more tatsoi, purple tatsoi, and then white stem bok choy. And this here is some Mizuna. The rest of these bags I have not filled yet, but they will be out here. Where you see this row, where you see that, so it'll be basically 4 rows of these 5-gallon grow bags. So they will all be out here. These I have not completely filled up yet, but these 2 do have the garlic in them. These will be planted out this season as well. And then over here is all iceberg lettuce. I'm sorry. No. This is Pablo crisp head lettuce. And over here, this is crisp mint with the iceberg lettuce in the center, miner's lettuce in the back, and then the strawberry spinach that has survived the winter. I never grown it before last year, and I didn't get a chance to harvest any because I planted it so late, because I just wanted to see what it was going to do. Still haven't had a chance, but I see it's coming back. And I never did anything to it. It's just still here. So, interesting, because it said it was an annual in my zone, but apparently not. And it grows well in the summer. I'm shocked that it's growing in the winter. So I don't know. I'm very curious to see what this is going to do. So I'll definitely update you guys on that. And then over here is this was in my greenhouse. So I'm not sure if this is my purple Savoy cabbage or not. I'm not sure, but we will see. We will see. These here are collards right here, these 2. Purple Savoy cabbage. This was left over from last year, and I just saw that it was sprouting. So because I don't know what it is, I just wanted to give it a chance to see what it would be. And if it turns out to be nothing, then I guess I'll just go ahead and plant something else in this place. But I'm just curious as to what it is. I have no clue. But I'm just leaving it to see what it does. And then over here is my Copenhagen Market cabbage, Copenhagen Market cabbage there. And then in this area, which is a 10 by 4 with my grow bags, a bunch of different cabbages, brassicas. So that is the Mitchell cabbage. That's how it's supposed to look. Not like that one that's bolting over there. Romanesco broccoli, Savoy cabbages, lacinato, Lacento kale, Brussels sprouts are in here. Bunch of broccolis that are in here. This is one that was in the greenhouse. So that was one that's in the greenhouse. I'm just leaving it, bringing it out. So just a bunch of golden acre cabbages, Savoy cabbages, kale, Brussels, broccoli, different things. Erlina cabbage here. Just a bunch of different ones. So many different things here. Just want to have a variety just to see how well they do in different growing environments. Out here, the greenhouse, just different locations. Covered, uncovered, things like that. Every year I grow something just to see how well it does. And of course to eat if it does well. I noticed that when I walked past here, I did not tell you what was growing here. So let me do that really quickly. My calendula, and it so wants to flower so well, but these are all calendula. This here is a snapdragon. This here is my chamomile, Roman and German. So this center is a mixture of Roman and German. That's German, that's Roman. This here is a viola. These here is another set of calendula. I started these late. The one that was here, I took it back in the house because it needed just a little bit more TLC. I'll bring it back out. And then another snapdragon. Every plant out here, I've said this multiple times, were all grown from seed. In my seed room, I've shown you those videos countless times just because I wanted you guys to understand that you can start seeds in January and have a full garden in March. Yes, I'm going to lose some. Some will persevere, but I didn't want to lose the season just to be able to start it in May when I know southern areas can grow pretty much year round. And though we can't do that here unless you have a greenhouse, it is still possible to get an early start on growing. So the man of the hour right there, my Mr. Ernest Legs that I've introduced you to, I don't know, he's coming out here to do something, so I'm gonna let him, whatever he come to do, I'll let him do it. But I'm gonna wrap this up. But I said all that to say, you do not have to just have 2 growing seasons in our northern zones. Start your seeds early, you can have a harvest early. So with that being said, I'll take you into the greenhouse. Nothing has changed in the greenhouse because I did not plant anything out here. Before I wrap this up, let me just bring you guys in here really quickly. This door is doing its own thing. It's very warm in here. I love coming in here and just relaxing. So I didn't do much in here. Didn't do much. My rhubarb is doing really well. The mint is still doing really well. We've harvested today some of these collards and spinach because he's putting together some meals. Look at that strawberry spinach. See what I mean? I don't know. I'm so elated by it. Can't wait to see what it does. But the endives, the lavender over there, spinach galore, spinach everywhere, Swiss chard there. Everything in here, let me bring the camera back. Everything in here, it's gonna come out. We did harvest all those radish tops because we put them in a saute, turned out beautiful. So everything in here will come out, be revamped, because he wants to do something to the floor to keep the insulation in where those grow bags are. So we're kind of going to do something all the way around, and kind of make it a little bit more cohesive in here so that things could grow a little bit more efficiently in here. So whatever's dying is dying. I'm not changing anything. My sorrel is coming back. I was actually going to pull that because I know it's a perennial, but I didn't take care of it because it just got overwhelming for me. Trying to, do some of the projects that I'm doing. But as you can see, the chives are coming back. Rosemary is coming back. Sage is coming back. Thyme hasn't come back, but that's coming. Parsley at the top, you can't see it, but it's coming back. So everything that I'm trying to do in here is just to make it more cohesive, so we don't have to keep making these updates year round. So once it gets to where we want it to be, then it's going to be self-sufficient as far as temperature control and keeping this environment neutral. This will be more of a cooler zone where I want to grow all year round. And the newer greenhouse is going to be in the back, will be the warmer zone of where I want to grow things all year round, like tomatoes and my peppers and blueberries and things of that nature. The fans are off because the temperature here in this greenhouse is where it needs to be. So we ideally want to keep this anywhere between 65 to just under 70 is which is adequate growing conditions for the cool weather crops that I want to grow. So they come on when it reaches above that level in here, and because it's such a windy day, windows are closed, it isn't on. If the temperatures rise above that, those fans will kick on and regulate everything. See how the wind is just pulling everything. But so ideally, this is what I would like it to feel like in here. It's absolutely a contrast to what's going on the outside. But with all that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. If you stay to the end, I just like to update people who are trying to do what I'm doing, who are trying to grow food, who are trying to figure out what's the best option for them, whether it's in the outdoors, inside of a greenhouse, if you're trying to grow in grow bags, green stalks, wherever, and you're in my type of climate. I'm just trying to show you the options that you have because it's possible. Of course, I have a larger yard and my scale is a little bit broader, but it's possible to do all of that. Even with this experiment here, we're turning this into a food source. Everything that I'm doing is something I've never done before besides gardening. From the chickens to turning this into a catfish pond to the newer greenhouses, I'm going to try to grow massive amounts of warm temperature food, my fruit trees. All of it is an experiment for me, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. So everything here besides the grapes is, as far as fruit trees and things of that nature, it's an experiment for me. So I will update anyone along who is interested. And if you have questions, just let me know. I don't care. This is what I love to do. I love every aspect of the homesteading lifestyle and trying to find a way to consistently produce food all year round for my family because I love growing. All right, everyone. Happy growing.